Ago. Okay, ang title sa message is Take My Son. Okay? Take My Son.
Yes, ma'am.
Diba we know nga si Jesus Christ? Ang mama na itong i-celebrate karon ang birthday ni Jesus Christ, pero kabalo ba ta kung sa ang message niya nga ni ani siya. So, this time, maminaw tagamay ha, for you to reflect on this Christmas. Again, the title, Take My Son. There was a wealthy man and his son, who both loved to collect rare work of arts. Mahilig sila sa mga arts. They had everything in their collection, from Picasso to Raphael. They would often sit together and admire the great works of art. When the Vietnam conflict broke out, the son went to war. Ato siya gera. He was very courageous and died in battle while rescuing another soldier. So namatay ang anak while nag-rescue sa isa ka soldier. The father was notified and grieved deeply for his only son. Isa lang iyang anak na lalaki. About a month later, before Christmas, there was a knock at the door. A young man stood at the door with a large package in his hand. He said, "Sir, you don't know me, but I am the soldier for whom your son gave his life. He saved many lives that day, and he was carrying me to safety when a bullet struck him in the heart, and he died instantly. He often talked about you and your love for art." Sige na niya ang papa nga. The young man held out his package. Sabi niya, "I don't know, or I know this isn't much. No, dili kadakuan para sa imo. I'm not really a great artist, but I think your son would have wanted you to have this." The father opened the package. It was a portrait of his son, painted by the young man. Kato yung kauban na soldier. Okay. He stared, the old man stared in awe at the way the soldier had captured the personality of his son in the painting. The father was so drawn to the eyes that his own eyes welled up with tears. He thanked the young man and offered to pay him for the picture. Sabi ng soldier, "Oh no, sir, I could never repay what your son did for me. It's a gift." Gift lang niya to sa iyang papa. The father hung the portrait over his mantle. Every time visitors came to his home, and he took them to see the portrait of his son before he showed them any of the great works he had collected. Sa iyang gipaunag yun, kung na'y bisita silang balay, inawon dito niya ang picture sa iyang son pakita before sa iyang mga collection of great work of arts. The man died a few months later. There was to be a great auction of his paintings. Many influential people gathered, excited over seeing the great paintings and having an opportunity to purchase one for their collection. On the platform sat the painting of his son. The auctioneer pounded his gavel. Sabi ng auctioneer, "We will start the bidding with this picture of the son." Yun niya ang picture sa iyang anak. "Who will bid for this picture?" There was a silence. Then a voice in the back of the room shouted, "We want to see the famous paintings. Skip this one." No, sabi nila, "Ayaw na, kay we need the katong famous paintings." But the auctioneer persisted. "Will someone bid for this painting? Who will start the bidding?" Another voice shouted angrily, "We didn't come to see this painting." Nawa sila nangadto para ato lang nga painting. "We came to see the Van Goghs, the Rembrandts. Get on with the real beads." But still, the auctioneer continued. The sun, who'll take the sun?" Finally, a voice came from the very back of the room. It was the longtime gardener of the man and his son, ilang hardinero. "I'll give sabi niya, I'll give $10 for the painting." Mawala ito yung makayanan, $10. Being a poor man, it was all he could afford. Sabi ng auctioneer, "We have $10, so we'll bid $20. Nainingon na po sa likod katong mga nagbid. "Give it to him for $10. Let's see the masters." Ilang gustong tanaw na katong mga pinaka-famous. $10 is the bid. Won't someone bid $20? Said the auctioneer. The crowd was becoming angry. They didn't want a picture of the sun. They wanted the more worthy investments for their collections. The auctioneer pounded the gable. Going once, twice, sold for $10. A man sitting on the second row shouted, "Now let's get on with the real collections." The auctioneer laid down his gavel and said, "I'm sorry, the auction is over." The auction is over. Sabi ng mga bidders, "What about the paintings?" Sabi ng auctioneer, "I am sorry. When I was called to conduct this auction, I was told of a secret stipulation in the will. I was not allowed to reveal that stipulation until this time. Only the painting of the sun would be auctioned. Whoever bought that painting would inherit the entire estate, including the paintings and all his estates." Okay, the man who took the sun gets everything. Okay, so the moral of the story is that God gave His Son 2,000 years ago to die on a cruel cross. Much like the auctioneer, his message today is the sun will take the sun. Depende. Again, the message, the sun will take the sun. Because you see, whoever takes the sun gets everything. So in celebrating Christmas season, always think that Christmas is not only receiving gifts, not only giving gifts, but of course we have to give importance to the birth of Jesus Christ. So Merry Christmas to all.